Okay.
Good evening, children. This is Grandma Sonia. Today we're going to read Dee's Big Nuts by Mark Thunder. Sit back and enjoy this children's book about a squirrel named Dee and his friend's love for his big nuts. Each page will have you laughing and going nuts. This may look like a typical children's book, but once the book opens, you will enjoy references that only adults will understand. And let us begin. Dee was a squirrel who had big nuts. His nut sack was so big that it would drag on the ground everywhere he went. Dee had a friend named Sarah who loved nuts. Sarah would go around the town trying to put everyone's nuts in her mouth. Sarah loved how big Dee's nuts were. His nuts were her favorite. They were the biggest nuts she'd ever seen. She would play with his nuts all day, and sometimes even at night. Sometimes her mom would join. They would take turns holding these nuts at night. Oh gosh.
I mean, you couldn't make it up, could you?
Sometimes
Control. Professional at all
okay,
times.
professional. Okay. Sometimes Sarah would even try to put both of these nuts in her mouth at the same time. She would giggle, her face would turn red, and then his nuts would come flying out. One day, someone ran up to his nuts and started poking them. Hey, jerk off my nuts, he said. Oh, sorry about
What?
that. Wrong emphasis. Hey, jerk off my nuts,
Oh, that's
he
right.
said. Although Sarah loved these nuts, she would sometimes kick them. She once kicked them so hard, she busted a nut. Dee was very sad that Sarah busted his nut. He just wanted Sarah to play nice with his nuts. One day, when his nuts were feeling better, she took them to lunch, where she got peanut butter all over them. His nuts were so sticky. After that day, she knew she would need to play nice, because all good squirrels know how to play nice with big nuts. The end.